Hey Aries, Biting Butterfly Tarot here to do your 11/11 portal reading. So for the door closing or that did close for the 11/11 portal, you have slow and steady, number 12. So I kind of feel that maybe things that have been moving at a snail's pace are going to speed up. A message and thief. So that's interesting, the thief combo. I don't know if thief was meant to come out. They're saying one more. It could also be a message about an opportunity that you thought in the past that was stolen from you. Change. All right, let's see what this entails. Message, please. Closing out cycles. So did that message force a cycle to be closed? What about change? Defense. The ball is in their court. I feel that's more of like a defensive energy. Like maybe their energy changed upon all of this. We'll see when we get the tarot out. What about thief? Sirens. Possible red flags. Pay attention. Be aware. So that was definitely meant to be here. It doesn't have to mean like stealing of physical property. It could also mean, you know, someone kind of getting involved in your relationship, some things at work. We'll see what that means. Get one of these guys out. What is sirens and thief here, please? The stars. Well, that's typically your wishes and your dreams. And the whip. Something preventing that from happening. Why is the whip here? Guardedness. It's kind of a defensive energy, but it's also more of like a guarded heart. And 7-11 is there. And death. And something ending in the past, justice. So something ended and it was completely unfair. And for some reason, it's caused someone to be very guarded in their energy. And they've been holding on to it even though they think they've moved on. They've moved past it. Everything's good. They've changed. It's the thief. It's blocking their dreams. And Spirit's just saying, please pay attention to that because you're kind of letting it get in the way, or someone else's. Sirens. Why is this like a red flag? Knight of Cups and the Hermit. So it's totally impeding the progress here. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, all these new beginnings, and the Magician, your manifestation. So I do feel it's like that energy is kind of a thief in a way, holding you back. Why is that? Why is this thief so Page of Cups? They owe you an apology and they didn't take a leap of faith towards you. And for some reason you keep expecting that. On some level, you might even think that is your wish fulfillment. You expected it to happen. And that whole thing, you've been patient this whole time, but it's been holding you back from moving forward. Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles. Kind of interesting. Use quite a few cards on that. I think I'm going to get a different deck out. So what about defense and the ball is in their court? Why is those cards here, Spirit? The lilies. That's usually like a blessing, ancestral guidance, especially with the owls. There's like a deep knowing here. It doesn't make much sense though with the defense card. Unless the ball really is in their court for change. Yeah, they saw you as a missed opportunity, but they did absolutely nothing about it. They just let the situation die and they just sat there. And over time, you were patient, you waited around, and then now, for some reason, it had been holding you back, but I think this message is going to change everything. Let me see. I want to get a clarifier for the owls. And 9-12, oh, there's two 12s here. So 9-12 or 12-12 might be significant. And I think there were two 7-12s too. 5 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. So definitely, this has this whip. That's that whip energy. Because deep down you know that things need to change. So why is this message here with the World closing out cycles? The Mountain. This was tough. definitely difficult for you to overcome. You tried your best. You held on. You were patient. There's the lady. You were slow and steady about it. The fox. The fox with the thief. It's like you cheated yourself kind of out of your own happiness inadvertently. And that's not a dig or to be rude or mean. It's kind of like a self-sabotage subconsciously. Let's get some clarifiers for those. Oh, wow. The star had flipped over in this deck. I don't remember which one we used to clarify this. Why is this mountain here? Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the High Priestess. It was a deep knowing. Two Ten of Pentacles. That's interesting. Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo or some Earth energy. But I almost feel like there's a deep knowing that this was a soul connection on some level. You thought that you could have it all, but then at some point it seemed like, nope, that mountain's impossible to climb. They're not coming back. It was too big of a burden, maybe because somebody had, made a foundation or a home with someone else. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Like financially, stability-wise, practicality, that kind of thing. Practically, it didn't make sense. So I think you were ready to kind of move on and go find happiness. Yeah, it was a burden. Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. It's like something else has got to be able to bring me this passion. How do I go find it? So then why is the fox here? Because once you realize that, the fox energy should have been gone away. Unless you saw this person, maybe this person was a very deceptive energy. King of Pentacles, the Hangman, Five of Cups, and Nine of Swords. So whoever this other person was, I'm just going to say the masculine since the lady's here. This fox energy, he was lying to himself. He stood stagnant with the Hangman. See, that's now two references to that. Focusing either on his own stability or not feeling like this relationship was solid. And there's a lot of regret and anxiety, thinking about it constantly. And I think he's going to say a message. Probably telling you that, but there should be something deeper in there as well. What is this message going to say or do? Uh-oh, something just flipped around. Ten of Cups. Oh, I just saw the Three of Swords. Justice. Oh, okay. We got quite a few cards here, Aries. Sorry. Let's get all these sorted out. Lots of them flipped over. Okay. So this has been weighing on them. Quite some time has passed, or there's a lot of healing that had to take place either for this person or within the connection. But they do want justice. They want to make it right because they know, I mean, their heart was broken in this as well. Three of Swords. And I think they were looking more at practicality. I really do. I think they might have even became complacent or settled, made decisions based upon finances or how society would view them with the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. And they blocked their own happiness. They stole the happiness of this connection from both you guys. Queen of Cups. I mean, that's the deepest love that you can feel for someone. And I think the reason that this door is closing is maybe when you get that message, you've moved on. Or for some of you, you're not going to trust to take it back. Why is this door closing out? Yeah, there's too much conflict and competition, and someone's ready to work on themselves and their own future. Five of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So someone's not going to trust it. And it could just be energetically that's shifting. The feminine is now, kind of surrendering and moving forward towards the open door. And the masculine's realizing, hey, I cheated myself and her out of all of this. Let's see some advice from Spirit here. Love and romance. So there's a deep love. Most definitely. Catalyst. This happened for a reason, but might not be for you. There's been some procrastination, obviously, around making this right. Job or partnerships. Third-party situations or interference. See the truth of the matter. And there's something that needs to be healed within them or within you, and accept this for what it is and move forward. So I think the feminine has done that, and the masculine is now struggling. Secret or hidden feelings. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So are they going to come forward and say these feelings, or what's the projected outcome of this closed door? Back and forth energy. There's new beginnings and baggage, holding on to past events and or relationships. I feel that the masculine is going to sit on it for a while. The feminine's going to close the door and move forward. It's like he's just kind of triggered by her moving forward. It's going to be a blessing. That might be what this exchanging gifts is. Once she walks through that door, he might come around. You know, come back around. Let's see. All right, Spirit, for the open door, exchanging gifts, the Lovers. Shut the front door, y'all. Occupation. Ooh, lots of things want to come out for this. Mature woman. Toil and labor. So it's almost like getting kind of a career vibe on this, but I also feel like it's what's been preoccupying someone's thoughts. It's been a big burden with the toil and labor. I feel like it's mostly about love and the feminine. I think she's grown and matured, and she's going to see a lot of blessings out of moving forward and closing that door. What about occupation? Why is that here, please? Deer. So skittish, nervous energy. So preoccupied thoughts, maybe nervous about moving forward. That could be someone else's energy, not necessarily hers. The sparkler, divine intervention, everything happens for a reason. So all of this that she went through, not just the rejection that was, you know, the divine's protection, but also the pain of it all. It's like she learned something from the exquisite pain. Wow. Like she looks at it as it's almost a beautiful gift at this point, if that makes sense. I know it will to somebody out there. For everybody else is going to think it's totally crazy. Why is the Lovers here? Creatively, I mean, especially if they're, you know, a writer or something like that, you know, you get a lot of good stuff out of pain. Lovers is headspace, thoughts, nostalgia, regrets of past actions. Ooh, and then we get a Tower with the Storm. Definitely going to clarify that. So walking through that open door creates a Tower. It could be a good one. What about mature woman? Remember how I said earlier, when she walks through, he's going to catch up? That could be exactly what that is. Mature woman. Winds of change. Changes are coming or they're needed. So the feminine's realizing that. And has been, I'm hearing, for a very long time. Before I get the tarot out, anything to add to the Storm? The Child and the Clover. So it's like a new beginning and luck. Also divine intervention can be that with the Clover as well. Alright, let's bust out the tarot. What is this toil and labor with divine intervention and the Sparkler? Death and the Six of Pentacles. So something came to an end to teach someone about balance and reciprocity. You guys know exactly what I'm saying. And you know me in words if you've been here for a while. Sorry in advance. To show you what you deserve. And that you deserve, you know, that you're going to get what you deserve. What about the Deer with this nervous, skittish energy? Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, holding back emotions. So someone's caught in their head about how they feel about somebody or something, but they're holding back on that. That goes really well with that headspace. So what is this Tower? What is this Tower? There's a Five of Pentacles. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff here. Hold on just a second. It could be brought on by communication. Honestly, because someone's going to either be triggered and remember how they were left out in the cold, or there's going to be a very resistant energy out of fear of that. And then I don't know if I trust this energy, because we have the 7 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. I don't know if you can hear the dog. He's having a dream. Sorry about that. Could be a sign for somebody. And then the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So it's almost like for at least 1 or 2 of you, you guys are also in the complacent energy with the 9 of Cups. And true happiness is going to present itself, and you're going to have to make a choice. The universe is going to give you a gift on a silver platter, and you're perfectly fine with what you have now, and that is going to create a tower moment. You might even have to leave somebody out in the cold. Not in a ghosting kind of way, or I'm going to cheat on you kind of way, but of a, this isn't working, I'm sorry, I actually, accidentally stumbled upon my person. Or somebody else came back around, either or. But, I mean, that energy's coming through quite strongly there. High Priestess and an Ace of Pentacles. See, like all those secrets. She knows. She has she knows everything. And the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a maturity here. I get that vibe completely. With that mature woman and the wind chimes. What about this headspace? Someone's really holding on to the fact that they didn't accept a love offer or give one. 9 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Could be dealing with another fire sign, or that's just the general energy of that. But how is this a gift? Because is it a gift? I mean, I know there's blessings and lessons and everything, right? But I think some of you didn't think this was an option, or didn't believe that this would happen for you. 2 7s here. And then look at this, 27, and then look, 2 of Wands. A lot of 2s, a lot of 7s, and then the 4 of Swords. You've done the healing, you've done the work, enough time has passed. They're throwing you a bone. And they're saying, if you want to walk through that door, we all have free will, you're more than welcome to do so. They're giving you that choice. And with the 10 of Cups, I mean, that's a dang good gift. I mean, really, if you think about it. Let's see advice for Spirit on this, for this open door. Pressing issue is at hand, tried to flip over. Friends and friendships, guilt or shame, spiritual lessons. Some of you friends might have gotten involved in this connection, or they're going to help push you through this open door. Wow, golly, you guys. I have a lot to say to you about this. Alright. Pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, and happenings in your dreams. That's come out a lot. Be vulnerable. Step out of your comfort zone. So you might feel like you want to be guarded whenever you go through this door and they're saying no. Someone has something to say. Corrections or apologies needed. Speak your truth. And if something comes in that you don't want back, or say this energy right here isn't your genuine person and they are just fox or, thief energy, don't fall into that repeating cycle or pattern. Let it go and move forward and think with your mind and less with your heart. Only in that situation. And that was similar to one of the other signs I've already done. Their person came back in right whenever the divine was giving them Prince Charming on a silver platter. And the message was very clear. Even if you want to go back to this, even if this is your twin flame, your person, let this play out. Walk through that open door. It's a blessing in some way, shape, or form. You can go back to this later. They're not going anywhere. So I don't know if that's similar. You might want to check it out. I can't remember. It could be Scorpio, but don't quote me on that. I've only done 4 or 5 other videos. Sorry guys, they're fairly short. You'll know. If it resonates, you'll go looking. They'll lead you down that path. Okay. Excuse me. So what's hidden from you? There was also this card for Cancer and Capricorn. So if you have that in your chart or you're dealing with someone with those signs or of that energy, you might want to check out those videos when they're available. But see, what's hidden from you is this first breath, beginner's mindset. So it's like this whole new world is going to open. And it's the opposite. If you notice over here, it's number 12 for slow and steady. This is a mirrored number 21, first breath. So it's going to speed up rapidly. It's all these planets that, you know, she has around her are going to be forced into, you know, rotation there. So let's see what that entails. And marriage was at the bottom of the deck. Why is first breath here for what's hidden? Message of concern, community. That can be your friends, also your family, or just your little tribe. Expectations. So maybe someone might get a message regarding living up to the expectations of their community. I don't feel that that's a strong message, but for some reason that came through. What is this expectation? Oh, the golden egg tried to flip out. What is this expectation? Runner-chaser dynamic, an inner wisdom or deep knowing, and tightrope, need for balance, walking a fine line, hesitancy to pick a side. I feel it's more like a balance thing, especially with this runner-chaser dynamic. But there's like a deep wisdom or knowing about this. I wonder how that plays into community. And what about community? Maybe whatever you walk through in this open door, you're going to know instantly. There'll be a deep knowing, you know, that this person is part of your tribe. Change in direction, off course. Message of concern. Oops. That flipped over before I asked. Message of concern for what's hidden. Deep love, unconditional love. And I think really your community is going to help keep you in the right path. So maybe not so much what I said before about expectation. I think listen to your friends if you can trust their judgment. Thirsty for change, drowning in emotions, and at odds or sunken hopes. So there could be this expectation that someone was going to come back. They didn't, and someone's lost hope. I don't want to proceed with this. What about compass and community? Either way, it's like they're saying there's a brand new beginning, and it's going to be a lot of spark. Ooh, the masculine. There's 2 28s. Look at this. The gentleman's number 28. Expectation is number 28. That definitely might be significant. But I also think that's that expectation of that gentleman. The lady and the sun. For them to come back together. So this community could be someone leading everyone back together once you go through that open door. Guys, that's beautiful. Let's see what this is. What about this message of deep love, unconditional love? They'd lost hope. It's almost like she'd expected him to come back, had lost hope, and then he came back because she went through that open door. Queen of Wands. He's going to say, I never had that passion with anybody. I tried to move on. I tried to work through it. It so didn't work. Or ever since I met you, I tried to do all that. It so didn't work. And I'm at the end of my rope. 10 of Swords. I can't take it anymore. It's eating me alive. I need to tell you just so I'm hearing so that, like, I guess Spirit is blaring it in their ears, throwing it in their face every single day. And so they're going to come forward at the very least just so that, to try to shut it up, you know? And it's going to be quite quickly, Knight of Wands. And you might think it's going to be kind of an in and out energy. But no, I don't think it's like that. I think they're going to say, I expected it just to be passion with you. And I've regretted every day that I haven't been with you since. 5 of Cups. I've been up in my head about it. 8 of Swords. So how does she feel, this feminine? Because she has this deep knowing. She had all these expectations. There's the Three of Swords, or Three of Wands. That's expectations. Nine of Swords. So she was up all night also, like, when's this going to happen, for a long time. But then she got tired of it with the Seven of Swords and started thinking, like, did I self-sabotage? Did he am I lying to myself about this or going crazy? And she started listening to her head, not so much her heart. King of Swords, Ace of Wands. She walked through that door, the energy changed, and now all of a sudden he's back with a vengeance. The Emperor, the Hierophant, and the World. He's coming to claim his throne. He's ready. Wow. That's exciting. I'm kind of at a loss for words. That energy feels very intense, but also in a positive way. Let's see what Spirit has to say about all this, about what's hidden. Soulmate or twin flame, shut the front door. There's been an impatience about it. Some people got off the path because they misinterpreted some signs. Further research is needed. So they might be doing further research, trying to figure this out. Or you are. Something was a result of a terrible misunderstanding. Could have been over financial matters. I think it was more of that complacency. Remember the Nine of Pentacles, the Foundation, King of Pentacles. Listen to your intuition, you already know. With the Owl card that says that deep knowing. This is incredible, Aries. I'm so excited. I'm stoked for you on this. Someone ran from their problems and it caused a stalemate, some stuck energy. But all this is coming through as soon as someone has, you know, the guts to go through that door. Wow. Well, I hope this resonated. I hope you'll come back to see me. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And I'll be back soon. Love and light. Take care.